Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now, this is a very special episode. Why? Because 1 year ago today, we uploaded our very first video to the channel. So, in order to celebrate this milestone of the channel, well, we decided to do something a little bit special. This episode, we're going to see if you can camp in the back of a Reliant Robin. Now, it's a bit of a lengthy video, so make sure you get some snacks, get yourself comfortable, and let's get on with the video. Now, the aim of this challenge is we are going to have 3 vehicles and we're going to test which is the best one to camp in. Now, myself, obviously, I'm going to choose the Robin. What other cars is there? Well, I have 2 other friends coming today, and it's interesting to see what kind of choices they've chosen. Anyway, this is the meeting spot, so all we've got to do now is just wait for them to turn up and see what they've got installed. Now, I have done a few modifications to mine. A lot of this is just to make it a little bit more comfortable and just to see if you can actually camp in it comfortably, because for an extremely small car, I think there's quite a lot of room in it. However, this is yet to be seen. Now, where we are going today is, hopefully, we'll make it there. We are going to Shell Island for the night. So, it will be interesting to see just what kind of things I can do with this car. I think I'm in with a good chance. Do you guys think that we should make some sort of a scoreboard? Get some tallies up, get some scores on on whatever vehicles we choose. That might be a good idea. We'll see. I'll have a chat with the guys when they get here, see if we should. I think I'll win it, so shh. I think I've got a good chance in this. Anyway, them guys should be here in a minute, so let's scoot on to when they arrive.
There he is.
He's in the Mini. No way is he in the Mini. How the hell is he going to camp in the back of that?
Hey up.
What have you got that for?
Well, for starters, it's my car. But
I thought you were going to come in something a little bit, I don't know, more spacious.
Funnily enough, my mum didn't trust me to drive a Jag.
That's fair. That's fair. I get that. In fact, actually, I kind of like this because they're almost the same size.
Yeah, funnily enough, the Mini's actually bigger because Minis just aren't Mini at all.
No. No, because they've got a lot bigger than they used to be, I think.
Yeah, and it's the length of an old estate.
Yeah.
But interior-wise, there's nothing. You don't have space.
No, because that's the thing. This car is bigger on the outside, but I think mine's bigger on the inside.
Yeah, this is one of the things I hate about modern cars, because everything's safety features and crumple zones.
Very true.
And the thing I love about old cars is the fact that it's just you, the shell, and then certain death.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I think people were just better drivers back then because of that.
Exactly, that's kind of my point entirely.
Now everybody's relying on insurance and, oh, it's okay, I've got airbags, the car will protect me, it'll turn into a pancake before I break my legs.
Yeah, so I can drive however I want and I'll be safe.
Exactly. And people are idiots.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where's Liam?
I don't know, I'm still bloody waiting on him.
Oh, for God's sake.
I want to know what he's coming in. I mean, he did kind of join last minute.
Yeah.
So I hope he's kind of got the idea of what we're doing.
I know his mum's got a Range Rover, so...
That'd be good, but if he did come in the Range Rover, though, it'd be a bit like, well, that's a lot bigger car.
Well,
but I suppose, then again, yeah, would you be able to actually camp in the back of that?
Well, it's an Evoque, isn't it? So they're the smaller ones, but
yeah,
he's only little.
That's true, he's like 5 foot and a fag end.
Well, I suppose the concept would be then, you know, technically the physically smallest car, the mid-size car, and then the big car.
True.
And then we'll see.
That'd be a good plan, actually.
All right.
I kind of hope he comes in that now.
I do.
Because let's be honest, you're not going to get anything smaller than this.
No. I can hear a motorbike.
He's never come on the
bloody
bike.
bike.
He has as well. He's come, he's come on the bike.
Does he not know what the concept of this was?
He mustn't do. How the hell is he going to work on a bike? Can you even move it?
Well, this is a bad start.
Yeah. No. Come on, we'll help. Full left, full left, left.
Full left.
That's right, dickhead.
There you go. Pull back.
There we go.
What have you come on the bike for?
Is this the best form of transport?
We're camping.
Yeah. Got everything I need right here. Alright, I might not be able to camp in the bike.
Is that a tent from Aldi?
I think it is, yeah.
And you trust that?
It's on there, it's got cable ties.
He's come on a bike with a
Oh.
tent from Aldi.
I can't camp in a bike, but I can camp with a bike. What?
I didn't expect you to come on the bike.
It's a perfect choice.
I mean, look at the bloody size. What's in them back boxes?
Everything I need.
So makeup,
Yeah.
You know, generic supplies.
spatulas.
Yeah. Listen, you gave me thanking me with some of the stuff I've got in here.
What have you got? Have you got a toilet?
I could drill an hole.
Have you got a toilet?
I could drill an hole. What are you cooking with?
I was hoping there was going to be a pub nearby.
It's frying
luckily
egg on
enough
his
there is.
exhaust.
What are you going to cook with?
I was just going to catch a fish and then let the sun warm it up.
Well, I've thought about this and I've brought my stove. And I've brought a kettle, which means I'm going to get a cup of tea. Are you going to have a cup of tea?
No.
Are you going to have a cup of tea? Or coffee?
I brought a mug, I've just not got tea or coffee.
Well, I'm set. Are you going to be warm?
Brought up my leathers for.
Are you going to be dry?
That's what he's got his leathers
It's not
for.
going to rain.
It is.
So Liam, talk us through why you've decided to choose a bike.
I've got no choice really.
Why?
I've got no car licence. I've only got a bike licence.
That's true, that's true. So the question is, why ain't he in one of these?
Because I don't have one of them. I've got a bike. So I choose a bike.
So, talk us through your thought process then, and tell us what bike you have.
So I've got a Kawasaki ZZR 600.
Sweet.
It's alright for, you know, for a 600, it's got a bit of poke. Kawasaki ZZR, they're good tourer bikes.
They are, to be fair, I've heard a lot about them.
Yeah, so it's the perfect bike really for it.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose you've got all your back boxes as well.
Exactly, that's really the only modification I've needed to do.
Yeah. I mean, what's the storage capacity in them?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
They're just big.
They're just
They're
big.
just big.
They're just big. I mean, they weren't big enough for my tent, but cable ties sorted that out.
Yeah. I mean, like a lot of the bikers and stuff, they do like the rallies on the bikes, don't they?
Exactly.
So they have to carry all the stuff.
Yeah. It's you know, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect for what I need it for.
I mean, it's worked out kind of funny this because it's now a battle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2 wheels versus 3 wheels versus 4 wheels. What's better?
So rather than can we camp in a small car, it's now can you camp on 2, 3 or 4
Yeah,
wheels?
It's a battle of the wheel capacity, isn't it?
So come on, let's have a look at the Mini then.
All right.
Tell us a bit about what it is and why you've chose it.
Well, chose it because it's my car.
Okay. I see a theme here.
What?
He chose his because it's his. You've chose yours because it's yours, and
I'm
mine.
sorry, who does Reaper belong to?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a battle of our cars then.
All right, yeah, sweet. Okay.
I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm glad we've established this.
It took all this time in this meet-up to figure that out.
Yeah, how long have we been planning this? About 3 months.
Something like that, yeah.
And it all sort of fell into place 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not very good at
That's how
organisation.
the best things work though.
It's true. It is true. What have you done to turn this into a camper?
Right. So, as you know, there's not a lot of space. It's a small car. As such, it's not something I've got. In fact, Bob,
What?
Stand in front of the petrol cap, and then reach your arms out. Right, so that's less than 6 foot and your arm span.
Okay.
I'm 6 foot tall. Yeah, even the car's not 6 foot wide.
Mate, you're gonna have problems.
Yeah, so what I've decided is I'm gonna sleep in the front. And
Okay.
I know that I can do that because I've had naps when I should have been working.
Okay.
But that was in the driver's side, so obviously there's pedals, there's a steering wheel in the way, so I'm going to sleep in the passenger side.
Right.
And as such, I've made my modifications so that
Okay.
I can have super comfy sleep.
And just to be clear as well on all this, we've not told anyone, we've not told each other about modifications we're doing. This is complete surprise, genuinely to us. So I'm intrigued. What have you done?
So, if you stand round the other side, sir, because this is where the magic comes in.
Oh,
I
okay.
can see that.
What am I looking at? You have a camera.
Well, no, the camera's not part of the sleeping modification.
Okay. Okay.
So, if you look at the headrest,
Why has it got ears?
You've got an ear.
well, it's
Oh, it's a
so
head holder.
Yeah, because the problem I've had in the past is when I'm napping in this, because the headrests are really round, my head just rolls off the side and it hurts.
Fair.
So
I
it's
mean,
not,
at least you've got headrests.
yeah. One up to me.
And your seats do actually move.
Exactly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recline this, and that leather headrest side thing is just going to stop my head from rolling off while I'm asleep. And in my other modifications, one of the things that I felt that this was really lacking was a little bit of personality. I've put a little hoodie on my gear stick.
What exactly is that going to do to your camping experience?
In the grand scheme of things, nothing. What I've discovered it does do while I'm parking the car, for example. See, I do have the benefit of this being an automatic, so I don't
Yes.
have to keep using the gear stick. The downside is, it tells me if I'm in reverse drive or neutral on top of the gear knob, which I now can't
You've
see
covered.
because I've put a hoodie on it.
How clever you are.
Yeah.
See,
it's-
if this was a manual, you'd already know where your gears are, so you wouldn't need to look anyway.
Yeah, but also I feel like if it was a manual, then having a slippy, effectively, it's a nylon condom. So
In essence, yeah.
for changing gears, it's probably not the safest item to have.
No, I'd have to agree with you there.
Yeah, but how's that going to improve your camping?
He's got a point.
I won't be alone.
Yeah, you got points.
Okay. So is there anything else you've done to modify your car to be a camper for the weekend?
Yes, along the lines of it being quite a lonely journey because we're all in our individual vehicles.
Yeah.
In the whole premise of being alone,
Right.
because
Because you're Billy No Mates.
yeah, you know me, Bob. I love a cuddle. I love someone to talk to, even if they're not listening, which
Okay.
is why I hang out with you. But
Thanks. What?
I've got a little Dasai Moki.
I can't see. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
So-
that reminds me of something, actually. What the hell am I looking at?
He's just a happy little fella, and
Oh, it's actually got a face and everything.
but
So tacky.
he's got an accelerometer and stuff, so he reacts to the movement of the cars.
Oh, wow.
So
I'd
as-
be interested to see what it's like in mine.
As you turn in the corner, he does like all his drift animations and things like that.
Oh, wow.
But I couldn't think of anything to modify, so I just got stupid things. I was like, oh, do I make this into like a really serious thing and spend some actual wedge, or just do I do silly shit? So
Fair.
guess which one I went with.
I
The
think I
silly
need
shit.
one of those for my bike.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I need one because I want to see how crazy it goes.
Yeah, I think they're only like 40 quid. But
Yeah,
still,
I'm all right for now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
40 quid for what it does ain't great.
Fair.
So, as a review, don't bother. They're crap.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Totally. So is that everything you've done on this then?
I washed it.
That is true. You have cleaned it.
Yeah, you're always having a go at me to wash my car.
Yes, because I drew things on it last time.
Yeah, you drew phallic symbols on it, and because of my job, I was forced to wash my car.
Which was the aim, I suppose. The aim of it was to get you to wash the car, but I might have gone a little overboard.
You say that was the aim, but you only say that as an afterthought. I think in reality, you just love phallic objects.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You've missed a bit though.
What? All right then. So if my modifications aren't that great, what have you done to yours, Your Majesty?
Well, I've spent the total amount of 0. So it's everything that I've found, pretty much.
So I'm picturing bits of roadkill,
Possibly.
comfy pillows.
Definitely not.
All right, come on. Let's see what you got.
Right, well, let me show you what I've done with mine.
Well, that's the plan.
So, bear in mind, it's a little bit messy because I have to set it up when I arrive, should I say. However, this is your entrance. Okay, so let me talk you through. So, when I'm asleep, these things are going to go, obviously, in the front of the car, so move them out. I brought some entertainment.
Oh, God.
So this will all be in the front of the car, so don't worry about that. Now, kettle. Seat will be outside the car.
So far, this just looks like the worst car boot I've ever been to.
Shut up, you. Welcome to my abode. So, I have foam yoga mat things that I have cut in place and underneath. So I have nice something to lie on. I then have an under sheet thing, which is actually an open sleeping bag. And then I've got another sleeping bag, which I will sleep in. I've got lights that I've put Velcro on. When I'm in the car, I can just go like that, and then I have light at night, so I'm set. What am I doing for a pillow? Well, this is the back seat for a Robin. But I found out that if you fold that in half and put it like that, I have a pillow.
Oh.
Really cozy.
Notice you're a little bit cramped up there, Bob.
Oh, sorry. Absolutely fine, mate.
And that's comfy.
Actually really comfy. In fact, if I wanted to just chill, I put it that way and I can chill here.
So it's got a recline mode as well as a sleep.
And do I want homely comforts, right? Well, come in. Come into my humble abode and look above you.
There's going to be a chandelier.
No.
What am I looking at, Bob?
That is a soundbar for a TV, which has Bluetooth, and I can hook it up to my phone, which it runs on a USB, which just runs straight into my inverter. So I can use that while I'm, watching videos, and my phone mount goes on the window so I can watch videos here.
So your missus hasn't got any way of hearing the TV now?
That's not the point. Anyway, so get out of my car.
I'm mildly impressed.
I've got all my food and my pots and pans and everything stored underneath the seats and in the rear footwells. What I've also done is I've got a kettle. That's the main thing. I have a nice little light in case these ones don't work or something goes wrong. I've got this one as a backup. The main thing is a stove, which I can either use that to keep the car warm, or if I fancy a brew, I just sit up with loads of room and make a brew.
So you're dead comfy in there?
I'm loving it in here.
All right.
It's going to be the... Ah!
You can't get out now.
Can you not do that? Because I've thought about that and I know what you're like. So, obviously, in order to get in the car and have a nice night, you have to do this. So I've put genius cable tie through my boot latch.
Oh, what?
And I happen to have a flap there so you can get into it. Ta-da! So all I've got to do is just, and it opens.
Well,
And you know what's even better than that?
what, other than you pissing on me chips?
Yeah, move out the way.
Oh, God.
Right? So, if I'm nice and comfy and I'm there looking at the, you know, the ocean, it's beautiful, I can't be asked to move. So how am I going to shut the door?
No.
I was wondering where that string had come from.
That's awesome.
Ta-da!
That is awesome.
And that is a piece of guide rope for a tent. And it just happened to have, and I'm not joking, there just happens to be a hole there in the body for something. And it's actually just, I've wrapped it around the boot strut through the hole, and I've just wrapped it around the seat thing there, so I can just pull on that and it'll pull the boot down. Simple as that. My genius surprises me.
See, I don't want to be impressed.
Let's face it, you're impressed.
You've thought of things that no sane person would think of.
Exactly, and that's not it. But I'm not showing you that until later.
What, after dark?
Yeah. Oh, there's something else I do want to show you. Stay there. If I wanted to be, I don't know, might have a party. Disco ball.
Right.
Let's say if the Robins rocking don't come knocking. Right? Roxanne can put her red light back on. I have got on the other side, but I haven't charged it yet.
I mean, they seem pretty ineffective.
They actually light up really well at night.
Fair enough.
I'd say how's it going to improve your camping, but it looks like you've got everything sorted.
I have. And, unlike you or Tim, I can just sit here, have my bacon sandwich, stare out the sea, I'm sitting down and I'm covered.
I will be in my tent.
In your tent. Cramped.
I can sit in my boot.
Cramped.
I don't need to be cramped, I've got the whole
You're not going to be cramped anyway, look at the size of you.
4 foot and a 5 pound.
There we go.
Exactly, it has
Yeah.
its benefits.
Yeah. So there's my modifications.
All right, I hate to admit I'm actually a little bit impressed.
I am as well, to be fair.
And me, to be honest. I'm not going to lie.
I bet you just cobbled that together this morning, didn't you? That's why you were late.
I didn't even
No, I've
notice.
spent 3 days on this so far.
3 days putting a string on
Yeah.
and a zip tie.
Do you know how hard that was to figure out that I had a hole there?
Well, it's a good job your tent blew away in your last camping expedition, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I'm most impressed with that string.
And me, it
Most
looks so well.
simplest thing.
Because I was putting it on, because these are like me bolts for the number plate. So I was going to have it there, because I made a little bracket, like a, I don't know, like a bracket, but it's bent at the edges.
Yeah.
So I can wrap the rope around. And I was like, yeah, but it's just going to be hanging and it's going to be painted. And I was like, well, what's the point? Because I'm still going to have to get out,
It's
grab the rope and pull it in.
So tucked away.
And then I saw that hole, I'm like, ooh. So I fastened it, pulled it through, and I was like, oh, I think it works. And I was like, well, where am I going to put all this crap? And then I've got obviously the attachment there for the back seats to sit against. So I rolled it round and like, oh, it's like a truck horn, you know, it's like mint. I'm
Yeah.
well happy with it.
When I first noticed it when I was shutting you in, well, when I thought I was locking you in the boot, and I thought, that's new. There's something broken that he needs to tie down his boot lid. But no, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, I'm well happy. I mean, it doesn't retract when you shut the boot, but when you get in, you just go and pull the string through, and it doesn't, yeah. No, because I've got a few more tricks up my sleeve, but I'm not showing them until later.
Okay. Should we have a look at Liam's modifications?
Yes. What mods have you done?
Yeah.
Right, so while Bob's doing unspeakable things in his car, what have you done?
See, this is the beautiful thing about having a bike. While you're busy modifying your cars, I haven't had to do anything. I've just had to clip some boxes in, tie a tent on, and I'm ready to go. Simple as that. Easy.
And that's it.
That's literally it. I've got 2 sleeping bags in there. Some power banks, you know, just essentials. That's pretty much it. I'm ready to go.
Alright, fair enough.
So,
We'll we'll see if you're at any detriment later on.
listen, you're going to be surprised.
I suppose the challenge was that you had to get there under your own steam.
And I'm telling you, it's going to do it, and it's going to do it perfectly fine.
Yeah, you're definitely less likely to break down than Bob anyway.
I heard
I might run out of fuel quicker though. I didn't think about that one.
No, that's good. That's a good thing, actually. What's your miles per gallon on this?
Listen, it doesn't have miles.
What's your miles per gallon, or is it miles per gallon?
It's miles per mile.
Miles per...
I daren't look at the miles per gallon.
So what? How much do you think you're going to use? In fact, no. How much have you filled up today?
I've not put any in today actually. It's got a full tank.
How much is that?
I don't know. About 16 quid worth.
Fair. How many miles can you get on that?
Don't know, I haven't worked it out yet.
Bloody useless.
Listen, I'll be smiling all the way there.
I'm sure
It might not get me back without refueling, but it'll get me there. Or it might surprise me. I don't know.
Speaking of refueling, I need to get petrol before we head off.
Full tank already.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing actually, which will be nice. I want to see what the
A
difference.
roof.
I don't need no roof. I've put the inch risers on. Now, if
yes.
you remember, I went to Anglesey and my wrists were killing me.
True.
It'd be nice to see if it's made a difference.
Yes, it
I've
would
noticed a difference already, but long mileage it might be a bit different.
actually. True.
So, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Sound?
Should we hit the road, boys?
Yeah. I've got one more modification as well, then if you want to see it.
Oh, here we go.
These are already in. These are tinted windows. But I'm camping in this section. I don't want people to see me. So I was going to use mats and try and cover up all the windows. But I'm just too clever for that.
Oh, what have you done?
So I've done this. This is a flag. This is a song. What are these that's conveniently placed? Well, let's have a look. So if I want privacy, I just put my flag up, like so. Because I've got a bar on the roof, like this. No, I can't reach. And I am virtually privatised.
How do these modifications keep getting better?
Ta-da!
I am really impressed with that.
And then if anyone looks in, oh, what's going on here? Oh, it's the Pig Pals YouTube channel. Modifications with advertisement.
Yeah, okay.
You've done well. You've surprised us.
I'm impressed. I am impressed to be
And
fair.
me.
I really am.
I've been buzzing about this all week.
I wish I wasn't impressed.
Yeah, I'm me.
I kind of wanted him to just like absolutely scupper it and end up sleeping in a puddle.
It might happen yet.
Possibly.
Yeah, we got to get there first.
Yeah, let's get there. When we get there, then we can say we're impressed.
So, how many spare wheels have you got, Bob, in case of puncture?
I haven't thought that far ahead.
Because he's not going to get a puncture.
Because I'm not going to get a puncture. Don't, because I will now. And it's not exactly like everyone's got a 10-inch wheel knocking around.
Not really. Did anyone bring a pump in case we do have a slow leak? Oh, okay, when he's got one.
That's all right.
Yeah. I even charged it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we're in the cars. Now it's time to make a move. So, let's see. We've got walkie-talkie, so I can talk to Tim. Liam is just Liam, so we'll, see how he goes. But, yeah, so, onwards to Shell Island. Let's go. Woo! Excited for this one.
Shell Island, here we go. Well, we're not really off to a great start here. Stuck in bloody traffic. A bit slow moving. Are we gonna make it in time? Who knows?
Roadworks, obviously. Thanks, Tim. You always put us in traffic. There you go, little Liam at the back.
Okay, so situation report. We are currently around about the halfway mark to Shell Island, and we sat for about half an hour in complete gridlock at roadworks because it seems to be what you do when you come to Wales. I apologise if the audio's terrible, but I couldn't get my microphone to hook up to my camera and I got sick of waiting. Now, seeing as it's just you and me, let's have a little discussion about the specs of my car, because obviously it's not been on the Pig Pals channel yet. I'm driving a 2017 Mini Cooper S. It's a 2-litre turbo, fully specced out, which wasn't my choice, it was just how it was when I bought it second hand. I've got 198 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in around 6 seconds. It does have race launch, but the instructions tell you never to enable it because you will kill your engine in no uncertain terms. Now, how do I predict that this camping expedition will go? Well, I think I'm probably going to be the warmest and the driest. Bob's got a fair few drafts in his pig, and obviously Liam's sleeping in a tent. We've been driving for about 2 hours at this point, with about an hour to go. And while I'm leading the convoy, I've got to be very careful not to go too fast, or what normal people would call motorway speeds, because obviously Bob doesn't want his engine to blow up. The Reaper tends to complain if you keep it at around 60 miles an hour. I can't wait until we rebuild the Reaper. But we still got Liam in tow? Yes, we do. There's a big fish there. Well, British weather, don't need these. Now, while it's understood that modern cars do come with their benefits, such as reliability, there is something about them that just isn't quite as much fun. You've got to really spend a lot of money these days to get something that you'd actually enjoy driving. But my main beef is that cars aren't as interesting to look at as they used to be. For example, my ideal car was always the Ford Capri, whether it be the Mark 1 or the Mark 2. I just think that they're really nice looking cars, and you see one, it makes you happy. I don't think there's anything in modern car manufacturing that ever makes people smile. You've got your cars such as Teslas, which make people grimace and assume that you are just a complete knobhead. Well, cars are all built in exactly the same way these days, and while there may be design tweaks, there's never anything that really sticks out anymore. They're all just amorphous blobs, which I suppose is for the benefits of aerodynamics. I'd rather take a less aerodynamic car as long as it looks good. And it doesn't even have to be fast. You've got to bear in mind that the speed limit in England is 70 miles an hour. We don't need something that's going to slice through the air like a goddamn jet plane. Not that a lot of these SUVs do, because they're just round, they're not fun.
Stop, it's hard time. Smoke.
He's monologuing about how boring modern cars are. I agree. Modern cars are so boring that you just can't do anything with them. And this is why I love the classics, because, well, yeah, the world's your oyster. And the same with Liam on the bike, you know. So soon it was time to have a quick stop and let Tim relieve himself, which seemed to have kept going on and on and on and on. I mean, seriously, what's he doing? Like, how are you even going that long? Come on. Yeah, you know what I'm looking forward to the most?
Go on.
Actually getting to a campsite and not pitching up a tent. Oh yeah, sorry. Of course, yeah, you're putting up a tent.
Being well, right. I haven't checked the tent. I've not even opened it up.
Right.
All being well, everything should be in there.
You know what happened to me the other week, didn't you?
What?
I took a tent to the Reliant rally. Didn't even open it up. I got there and half the bits were missing and I couldn't put the tent up.
I know the tent's
I haven't
there.
got my other one with me.
Have you not?
No, I haven't brought it because you said you were alright.
Yeah.
And I am not bunking with you.
No, it'll be fine. Everything's going to be there.
I said the same thing last time.
Shut up. Everything's going to be there, and it's just going to pop, pop, pop up.
We hope.
Theoretically.
Theoretically, in theory.
Theoretically.
Hopefully you don't make the same mistake I did 2 weeks ago.
What's that?
Go up to the rally thinking, oh yeah, everything's dandy, get there and the tent don't go up and I'm end up stuck without a tent and yeah.
Probably should have opened the bag first.
From speaking of experience, yes, you probably should have.
No, I'm winging it. There's the tent. I haven't opened it. It's going on the back of the bike.
This is exactly what I did. It'll be fine.
Winging it.
It'll be winging it.
Fine.
The best way we do it is by winging it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the only way to do it.
Of course. But I am looking forward to just parking up and going, done. This is like staying in a hotel for me, this is.
I'm away from home.
I'm away from home. My lights have fell off the roof, but I'll be alright.
The only problem with the bike, it takes bloody forever to get ready. Oh, but that sound is so worth it.
Miles until the next turn of just lovely road.
Beautiful. Oh, you know what? I'm kind of jealous of Liam being on the bike at this point.
Yeah, me too.
When we've got your trike done, we'll have to do this kind of travel again, but all on the bike. Oh, mate, these views are beautiful.
Yep, I'm really glad I turned my camera around for this, especially now the rain's stopped.
Yeah, it's made a difference on it. What the was that bloody thing about?
It's to make people think that the police are standing watching.
Yeah, with the arms flailing around like that, obviously.
To be fair, I did at first think it was someone directing cars into a car park or something.
Yeah, well, you're just stupid.
Words hurt, Bob.
I've lost one of my screws for my sun visor and you can hear the sun visor. So that's annoying.
Right, this is taking us a weird way now. Don't know what's going on, so prepare your anus.
Okay, well, I'm following you anyway.
It's a bit windy up here, keep an eye on Liam.
Yeah, I've got an eye on him. I'm feeling the crosswind.
Yeah, I just can't see him with your tinted windows.
I can see him perfectly, don't worry.
You just got thumbs up from those guys in high vis.
Nice. I don't even look at people anymore, I just blank everyone.
You definitely seem to attract high vis.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay, due to camera and microphone malfunctions, I am forced to overdub my voice on my segment. It was either this or some extreme wind noise mixed in with my odd mumbling, and I don't think anyone wants to hear that. So I should probably start with the question that Bob and Tim asked me at the start of this video. Why the hell would you choose to go camping on a motorbike? Now my sarcastic answer would always be, why not? But for once, I am actually going to go in all my reasons for my choice. Reason 1 is an obvious one. I only have a motorbike licence, and this bike is my daily vehicle. I can already see myself getting attacked in the comments for this one. Oh, why don't you just get a pig? And yes, you would be right, I 100% could get a pig. But truth be told, they are not quite my cup of tea. Although I can appreciate them, and I understand the attraction, I just prefer riding my bike. If I had to get a three-wheeler, my choice always lies with the Morgan three-wheeler. Not that I have anywhere near that kind of money. That being said though, I do have a real soft spot for scimitars, so I wouldn't rule out me not owning a Reliant. No promises though. My second reason is something only people who ride will truly understand, and that is in my eyes that motorbikes are the purest form of freedom. Now I don't mean that as I can go anywhere that I want, because you can do that in a car. What I mean is that there are no restrictions. It's just you, your bike and the road. No metal cage, no seatbelt, nothing. Unless you have Bob in front of you kicking all the dust in your face, but that's irrelevant. Being on a bike, you just cut through the environment like a knife. You notice everything. The smells change, you notice the temperature changing constantly, and especially on these mountain roads, the bike feels as though you're on rails twisting around every single bend effortlessly. Bikes hit different. The final reason I'm going to add to the list, even though there's lots more, is the sound. I mean, come on, just listen to this. Now if that doesn't even make you giddy even a little bit, then you need to go see a doctor, because there is something definitely not right with you. When you hear that sound piercing through your ears, and you have that rumble in between your legs, then you know you made the right choice picking the bike. Now the specs of my bike. I'll make this quick because I'm going to run out of footage and you're just going to be staring at a black screen in a minute. My bike of choice is a 1999 Kawasaki ZZR 600. She features a 599cc liquid-cooled inline-4 engine, which claims produces 100 horsepower at 11,500 RPM and 47.2 foot-pounds of torque at 9,500. So it's safe to say she's quite fruity for a 600. As for modifications, there isn't really a great deal I've done. The most obvious being the panniers that are fitted. I chose this bike because it's a great bike for touring and I like riding long distances, so for me panniers is a must-have. For the most part I just use the top box, but when I go further afield the side boxes get put on. There is plenty more mods I have lined up for the bike, I just haven't got round to doing them yet. And there goes my footage. Just like my fuel.
Anything to do with some fuel?
Alright, next petrol station I spot, I'll pull in.
Fair, I could probably do with some myself actually.
I've still got a full tank.
It doesn't help with these bends and everything, because my fuel gauge is going like quarter of a tank, then like half a tank, and I don't quite know what I've got.
I could actually hear your engine struggling over the radio then as well.
I can tell we're high up because the car's struggling a bit.
It's alright, we're going downhill soon.
Yeah, I'll be alright in a sec. Liam's just been like, I need fuel like now.
Yeah, but there's no fuel stations.
My car's smoking, man.
That's not good.
You'll be alright, it's just smoking.
It's now a bit of a fight to get to a fuel station because Liam on the bike has almost run out of fuel. Now I'm getting a bit low, but I've got plenty. I've got about quarter of a tank. Tim's fine, but Liam is panicking because he said he's about to run out of fuel, and there is no fuel stations around, so we're just hoping we can come across one before he ends up running out completely. So battle for the fuel station.
I'm actually surprised how much fuel Liam has used.
Yeah, I don't think he's got fuel economy down yet.
No, I don't think so.
He has only got a 10 litre tank left.
Yeah, but I still thought you'd have like, you know, one tank would be able to get him up to Shell Island at least. Can you see if there's any fuel stations around locally?
I've just had a quick look, there's nothing coming up on my sat nav.
Oh dear. None of us has got a jerry can.
Nope.
He can off and all if he thinks I'm getting under the car and unbolting my fuel tank for him. Actually, well, I was going to say we've got nothing to put it in, but I could just take off the hose for the carb and just pump fuel in, but yeah.
Yeah, we should be passing through a town or something soon.
Hope so.
I've just checked, and any of the bigger places that I know of which will definitely have civilization are actually further than Shell Island.
Well, I know that between Shell Island and Barmouth, I know there's a fuel station there. It's just a case of whether we can get to it or not, like if needs be.
Harlock's going to be the nearest.
Oh yeah, well have a look there then.
The Welsh must run their cars on coal because there's no f***ing petrol stations.
Yeah, I was thinking, surely there's got to be one around somewhere.
Oh, there's a garage there, but it doesn't have a petrol station, so we might have one nearby.
Yeah, it would be ideal if there is.
Yeah, this looks pretty populated. That would be a no.
I was just about to say, yeah, you were saying.
So yeah, I'm thinking maybe if we go through Innis, then that might take us to a petrol station.
Yeah, let's hope so. Think Liam's out of fuel, mate. Right, Liam's just flicked onto reserve, so we'll carry on and see how it goes.
I'm just in a lay-by, so you can both tuck into me. There is a petrol station on this stretch.
He's just trying to pull the fuel through now again now.
Keep your eyes open.
Yeah, will do.
I think I see it.
Oh, yeah. Is that Harlow Castle?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember being here on the bike with it down. Is that the stuff, the good stuff? Oh, that's the stuff I always use.
That E-Town, yeah.
Yeah.
If the trotter van's up here, I'm going to have to get a photo with it again.
Yeah, we've got plenty of time.
Road, I think there's like a bit of a lay-by. And I think the trotter van's in there, or it was anyway. I think it's the other side of these buildings here. I think it's just in this section here.
Nothing.
Oh, they must have sold it. I saw it up for sale like a couple of months ago. This is the floody road.
I can see it. It's there. There's Shell Island. I'm finding it hard to talk right now. Feels weird coming back. Just follow the sign for camping. I think you go right. Oh yeah, wrong spot. I don't know actually. No. I think I was right. I think last time, well, when I used to come with my dad, I think we used to just go straight up to that like hut and then book in and go in there.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I'll ask at reception seeing as we got here.
Yeah, man, I'll wait here. Now it's official. Got a camper's car pass. Dead excited. Well, I've got to admit, this is a spectacular view. Look at that for a view. That is truly spectacular. And if it wasn't for being with like old guys, it would be kind of romantic, I suppose. It's a beautiful place here, and I love it. I've always loved this place. Well guys, that is it for this episode. If you've enjoyed this video, drop a comment down below and let me know which part was your favourite. Also, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you stick around for part 2, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Take care.